Hey, real quick, I know surveys are so fucking annoying, but if you could do me a favor, we have a survey. The link is in the description. When you do the survey and put your email address in, you will be registered for a $25 gift card. We are just trying to get a pulse on what you think about the show and what you like or dislike and what kind of gig work you're doing. Not very many questions. Please fill it out. Larry and I would be forever grateful. Peace.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 287 with Larry Maurice Duggan.
You remembered.
I remembered. How's it going, Larry?
It's going well, man. Just here getting over this, snow and ice like everybody else around the country.
Yeah. Larry, pre-show, talked about he had been at home since Friday, and he left for the first time today. I'm like, holy crap, I don't think I could do that.
I know I'm an outlier. Most people would go stir crazy. But yeah, me and my wife, my daughter, none of us had left the house since Friday.
That's wild.
My daughter went out just about an hour before I did just to check the roads because she's supposed to go to work tonight. So
okay. Did you guys have any big power outages near you or anything, or everyone's good?
Yeah, I mean, here in Bowling Green, most people are good, but like the county next to us, Allen County, I got some friends out there. They've been out of power since Friday.
Oh wow! So you escaped it. I mean, if it's a county
east of us, and then north and south of us, pretty much. Because Nashville, if you haven't seen pictures of Nashville, go on Facebook and look at pictures of Nashville. Man, they got hammered. There are trees falling down everywhere.
Oh my gosh! So
it's horrible.
That is horrible.
Yeah, we were lucky. My parents lost power for about half an hour yesterday or day before.
Okay.
But that's really it as far as my immediate family.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Very good to hear. Patreon members, thank you guys so much. Samson, Bud Dickman. I went Bud and then Dickman as two names. Bud Dickman, Omar, Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry, Faith, Metal, Kickass, and Anna. Go to patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast if you'd like to join, because we'd love you. Stories from the road. Larry has none, so I'm just going to jump in. I did a little bit of Walmart Spark. The storm that Larry experienced actually went south of us. I know Gabe in Ann Arbor did get some of that as snow, but not ice or anything. But yeah, it went south of Grand Rapids. But we had a bunch of snow last week. In fact, when we recorded, that was the only day I had worked in the entire last week. So I had Monday, Tuesday, worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. So yeah, I went out on the weekend, did some Walmart. Pretty good. Not really any big stories. They did sound on a pretty decent incentive, but I wasn't able to do it just due to the fact that it was like 15 trips and 21 trips from like Saturday to like Wednesday. And I wasn't going to have the time to do that, but I don't know if they did that because of the cold snap and they thought, well, I don't know. I've never seen them do like a long standing, incentive like that where it's 15 or 20 trips. And I think that was pretty common around the nation. I've seen a lot of people talking about the same kind of incentive, different amounts for the 15 or the 21, but relatively the same incentive. So I did that and it was pretty good. Had a decent weekend. I think I had one incentive, like it was a $30 one, I think on Friday. So I went out. Yeah, that's right. So we're talking about cooped up. I went out on Friday when we didn't work, and that was the cold day. It was like so cold, but I was like, fuck it. I have to go out, and did some work. And I'm glad I did, because it was good to get out of the house. But, before we jump into gig economy in the news, I wanted to talk a little bit about taxes real quick. Now this obviously, hey Bubba Sue and Traveler, obviously we are not tax accountants. In fact, I don't even fuck with my daughters. I just bring it to my guy. Like, here you go. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't want to fuck with it. But do you remember last year when the administration talked about not taxing tips?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody got excited about that.
Everyone got excited about it. And so, here come the not the W-2s, the 1099s, and guess what? They're not separating tips. It is all in one. So you are not, as far as I know, are not going to be able to get any kind of tax deduction on tips because they loop everything together or lump everything together. I think that maybe in 2026, because like he brought it out, but like it was in the middle of the year. There's no way they're going to be able to figure that out and separate that stuff. I mean, it's probably not hard to do. But yeah, all my 1099s so far have just been lumped into one. I don't know about yours.
My Uber statement shows my tips.
Okay, does it?
It does. It's of course I didn't. It's the it's just called the 2025 annual tax summary.
Right.
Yeah. Down at the second page, it has, let's see, table 3 has gross trip earnings, and then it has tips underneath.
Okay. Yeah, I have not looked at my Uber one, but I mean, the one that I'm basing it on, and in fact, Maureen had sent me a message. She had one of her friends ask about it, and I downloaded it, and it was all lumped together. So yeah, I mean, good on Uber for doing that.
Yeah, I don't see anything on my Lyft one.
So was this whole, like, the administration in charge likes to proclaim things but doesn't actually like have Congress or whatever to do stuff?
It's politicians everywhere.
Yeah, the executive order. I don't even know if that was like the tax thing. Was that like? I mean, we kind of talked about it, but was that an actual like? Yes, this is. This is legit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
So
sure
yeah, I mean, if you work at a restaurant, your W-2, they do break down. I remember they would break it down in a little category on your W-2 because it's like a tipping like business, you know. Obviously not the cash ones, but yeah, I didn't see anything in Walmart, and I guess so I would maybe talk to Gabe like Instacart. I wonder if it's broken down there. And then you said Lyft, you didn't see it.
Yeah, I haven't really looked through it that close, but I'm just glancing at it. I do not see the tip part of it.
Okay.
They do have something called non-ride earnings. So I don't know if that's bonuses or tips or.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably figure it out depending on not the amount of money in that box. You know, if it's like $3, then it was, you know, a cleaning fee or something.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, something to keep an eye on. I haven't seen any news articles about it. But yeah, I guess I know for sure Walmart lumps them all together. I'm trying to think what other apps I do. I mean, you got Uber, you got Lyft. Doordash. I wonder what Doordash's looks like. I mean, I probably did about 6 trips the entire year.
That's probably about 4 more than I did.
Yeah, so I don't even know. I mean, I still claim everything, like, even though I know they say it's 600 or more, but I just turn everything into my guy. Like, I mean, I'm not worried about paying taxes on 6 trips, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, whatever.
Who cares about that? Yeah.
But something to keep an eye on. I'm hoping that maybe, because, you know, although Walmart's heavy on their base pay, so most of my money
tips aren't the main thing really for Spark.
No. Yeah. So it's not that big of a deal. But if you're gonna save some money, I mean, you might as well use everything to your, you know, available to you. So
exactly, take advantage of the things they put out there for you, the tax breaks that were legally granted.
Right, and I'm surprised we haven't seen much on that. I mean, we're bumping up to February next week, you know, and usually the deadline is January 31st for all that stuff, and I haven't seen anyone talk about it in the groups about. I mean, a little bit here and there, but nothing about the tips.
No, I don't think I have either.
Yeah, so we'll have to see, and I'm sure something will come up, and then we'll be able to talk about it. All right, gig economy in the news. I got quite a bit, lots of videos, lots of pictures, lots of stories. Uber and DoorDash lose bid to squash the NYC tipping law. We talked about that before. They were the law basically says those apps are required to offer. Where was it? I think it was like 10%. It says Uber and DoorDash asked the judge for an injunction to block the new law, which requires food delivery apps to offer customers the tip option or the option to tip delivery workers. Where did I see somewhere that said at 10%? I didn't highlight this thing because I'm a piece of shit. You know, when I go over these, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember. It'll be fine. And then you, get live and you can't really.
Yeah, you start scrolling. Like, I know I saw that in that article somewhere. Yeah. I know it's in there.
So basically it got squashed. It said, according to the judge, it did not demonstrate a clear likelihood of succeeding on their claims that the laws, including a requirement that they recommend a minimum tip of 10%, violated the First Amendment rights to free speech. I mean, I don't know about that. That's quite a stretch. So yeah, that's going to happen in there. Why do you think DoorDash, they don't want that? Is it because you would think they would be like, oh, it's probably because they have to pay them a minimum? Because like for us, you would think, oh, they want the tipping so they can lower the base pay.
Right.
But in New York, you can't do that because you got to pay them a minimum. So, I mean, New York, man, they fucking hate business in New York. Like, it's like the capital of capitalism. But yet they fuck you so hard on if
that's where all the battles are fought.
yes, when that stuff. But like, yeah, I was like, you guys, the New York Stock Exchange, like everything's business. But yeah, oh, by the way, we are gonna stop you so hard. So yeah, that's what's going on. I don't know. What do you feel about that? Do you feel like what do you feel about the whole deal in New York anyways? Do you like that setup? I think it's like $23 an hour you're guaranteed. I don't know. The Gig Economy Podcast will be back after a quick break.
All right, real quick. If you drive or deliver, you already know the apps are basically the bosses now. DoorDash, Uber Eats, rules change overnight, pay disappears, and somehow it's always our fault. That's why we started the Gig Economy Podcast. Real talk about what's actually happening, how to protect yourself, and how to make more without burning out. If you want to support the show, we've got a Patreon. It's just $3 a month, ad-free episodes, early access, and bonus content with real gig tips. Higher tiers get merch, live Q&As, and even coaching. Because let's be honest, the apps aren't helping you. If you're tired of playing their game, come hang with us. Patreon.com/theGigEconPodcast.
It's tough when you don't work that market to know all the nuances of it.
Yeah.
I mean, as a gig worker, it always sounds good. Oh, we're going to get guaranteed, but you always read the fine detail. Oh, you're only guaranteed when you're doing this or you're doing that, and that's going to cause us to start. You're not going to be available all the time whenever you want to work. You're going to have to do shifts, and there's always going to be a give and take on it. You give a little, you have to give a little.
Yeah.
And so they give you something, they're going to probably take something back, take it away.
And just on the amount, the 23 something, like that doesn't even seem great for me in Grand Rapids. I'm not
for New York. New York,
New York
not going to go far.
No. And maybe that's why they wanted to add the tipping option to, I don't know, or the forced tip. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting if it stays the same or if they're able to fight it and get that change. But Traveler, New York sucks. Take my word for it. Yeah, it's funny. My daughter is a senior this year, and we're going to do a senior trip. I don't know what it's going to be, but she wants to go to New York. I said, I fucking do not want to go to New York. Like, I don't want to deal with the people. I don't like huge crowds. I mean, I would really like to visit a few like key places there. But it just sounds like an absolute nightmare.
I love going into New York to visit. I've been in probably half a dozen times or 6 or 8 times over the years.
Okay.
It is. It's weird to visit these places that if you've never been there, these places you heard about and seen in movies and you're in you walk through Central Park, you recognize so many different locations from movies that have been in it over the years. Or you're there and you're like, man, this is the Wall Street, or this is Broadway. This is, where Broadway, this is it, to see all that stuff once at least is really cool in my opinion. But, you do, There's a lot of people in that city, man. It's a lot of people. And it's when you first go, you're like, it's just like the movies. There'll be 8 lanes of traffic and just cabbies honking their horns all the time. Like, dude, there's nobody's going nowhere. What are you honking for?
Yeah. Everyone must be stressed there.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of people are. But
I don't know.
It's crazy. I'd like to live there for maybe 6 months just to see everything I want to see in that time and then go. But yeah, the price of it and everything. But it is neat, seeing the 9/11 museum, man. Yep. That's top of the list. That's so just I don't know. It just brings back so many memories and think about what happened during that time. So yeah, I mean, I would suggest if you have a chance to go in once at least.
I might do it without my kid and not being the senior trip. Like there's a little pressure with that, you know what I mean? But I'm like, honey, don't you want to go to Mexico for like 4 or 5 days? Just be you and your mom. Like, no, I want to do New York. I'm like, fuck that shit.
Bo Sue said you're going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, she knows me. She knows me. She's like, oh, Jason's going to kill somebody. Anyways, speaking of like 9/11, the Challenger
40-year anniversary.
I started talking to my daughter about that today at lunch, and I was like, I was 10 years old. I remember at school they had all the TVs on because that was a big freaking deal.
Oh yeah, it was huge, especially because the school teacher was going.
Yeah, I mean that was never happened, and then freaking a minute and a half in, it blew up, and I'm like, oh my god, it was horrible. People were crying. It was a disaster. I'm like, that's probably the last time they did anything live on TV at my school.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I'm sure that was the case at schools all over the country. Yeah. I remember back then, just a shuttle takeoff was a big deal. Back then you had three channels, 3 networks to choose from. And it was on all the channels, and that was a big deal. They covered all of them. I remember that day very clearly. It was my first year in college.
God, I was in elementary school.
Yeah,
I was 10, bro.
I remember walking down and I was walking with my girlfriend and we went to her dorm. Stopped by the lobby of her dorm and somebody talked about it, and so I immediately went back to my dorm room and started watching because I always loved watching the space stuff. Always thrilled me.
Yeah, it's amazing, the technology.
It is amazing, but what a tragedy.
Yeah. All right, nice downer. Thanks, Larry.
Hey, you brought it up, not me.
Yeah, whatever.
You did.
I know.
You said 40 years ago.
I know. It was just interesting to talk about since you're talking about 9/11 history.
Yeah.
Larry wants to talk about Waymo. So this is not Waymo in the news. We do have a Waymo in the news, but we're still doing these freaking school buses. They're wild drivers anyways. They need to be off the road.
They are wild. So this is an article from a Texas school district says that Waymo continues to illegally pass its buses even after they did the recall that supposedly fixed it. So this is in Austin, Texas. So they have video showing Waymo's vehicles, illegally passing stopped school buses again, even after they said they've updated their software to fix that problem. This TV station has obtained and viewed videos showing at least 24 different instances this school year.
Damn.
where the autonomous vehicles passed while the stop arm was out. That's a lot.
That's
for
a
this
lot.
school year. Yeah. So yeah, it says those are among more than 7,000 citations that the school district has issued to drivers this year for passing the bus. Oh my goodness. So yeah, they had the big recall. We talked about this a while back, and they said they were having a recall to fix that problem. They were updating the software, but apparently they have not solved this problem at all because it's still happening. 24 in how many months y'all been in school?
Well, a while. I mean, September, August.
Yeah. So 5 months, 6
but
months.
But still, I don't think I've had 24 people run my Reds like regular cars.
Yeah.
Like by myself. I bet we haven't had, well, we may have with our entire fleet because some people drive on some roads that are busy. But that's a friggin' lot.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the big glitch is.
I don't understand either. I really don't. You would think we've talked about it. I mean, it's a big red flashing stop sign on a bus.
Yes.
And a big giant yellow vehicle is hard to miss. So you would think that'd be something that they could get right, but apparently they have not yet.
Yeah, it's really kind of embarrassing, honestly.
It is. Hey, Jerry, just want to say hi to Jerry. He's from here in Bowling Green. Can't drive in Bowling Green. What do you mean, Jerry?
It means probably because of the ice.
Yeah, it's like I said, the main roads are fine, but the subdivisions and side roads where they don't plow and stuff, yeah, it's just still solid ice, a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll get this corrected. Again, we talk always about accountability, like who's going to be accountable for this stuff, or who's going to be accountable when you run over a freaking kid.
Yeah, it says in 7 of the videos that this TV station reviewed, children could be seen in the video frame. The videos also show multiple other cars illegally passing the school buses.
Well, yeah, I mean, I see there's a not a channel on TikTok, but it's the same area. I don't know where it is, but these people it's like they've never even heard of the law. And these are multiple people just blowing past this thing. And I get it's annoying as a driver. Like, I have a street that I can't let cars pass. It's a double yellow all the way. It's hilly. Mm-hmm. And I'm stopping, and I'm not even crossing kids. So the oncoming traffic, I mean, technically, my kid is getting off the bus and walking up the driveway, but you still got to stop. That's just the rule. That's the law. I'm sorry, that's annoying, but fucking do it. Like, it's literally 25 seconds of your life.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. Stuff like that. You have to, you just have to be patient and things like that. I was going to my PT appointment today, got behind, on the main road. They were plowing, and how they do it. They had 4 plows, staggered. And so there was no passing. You're stuck. No passing. And I was, something that normally would took me about, 6-8 minutes to go, took me probably 20, 25, they
don't do that up here.
Oh, really?
No, they might have 2 on the highway, but they never, you can always get around. But I see it in a lot of states. They block everything and just get it all off at once, which, I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea to do that. Yeah,
no, like I said, just, it's snowy out anyway, so make sure you leave early and give yourself plenty of time. And, I just ended up getting behind those plows and not much you could do.
Yeah. Jerry says his Lyft summary does not show tips.
I didn't see it on mine either.
So Uber's the only one, because honestly, they kind of have to do it, right? Because wasn't it a big, to do with Uber and Trump or something like that? Like, they had some sort of conversation around the tips. I thought, God, I can't remember shit, Larry.
Well, we talk about so much of this stuff, it starts to run together.
I know. It's wild how much it does. I feel like an idiot when I talk, but I'm like, I just don't remember.
Yeah, we'll talk about things, and we're like, didn't we cover that on the show? Or did we, we'll do something and then find out later we did cover it earlier and we don't remember covering it.
Yeah,
it is. We talk so much about it that it's hard to keep straight. And especially when, if you go on Steve's show and talk about things.
Yeah, I know, like which I'm starting to do a little more.
Yeah, it really gets hard to prevent that from happening then.
Well, yes. So don't run the bus lights.
Please don't run. Just stop.
I will turn your ass in. I have cameras, and I don't care. I go right up to my dispatcher. I'm like, got to pull my tape, and she doesn't like it though, because it's not cloud. So she's got to go get the hard drive from the bus.
Oh, yeah.
They won't pay for it because it's too fucking expensive.
Sure.
Because you got to pay for it in the summer, even though those buses just sit there. So they walk out, grab the hard drive, put another one in. I mean, it's a big hard drive. They can record a lot of stuff. But yeah, if you pass my bus, I'm gonna freaking report you. So
yeah, man, they need to get some wireless uploading on those.
Something, I don't know. Our district's technology is so far behind. Like, we're just for the first time ever distributing electronic W-2s. First time ever.
You're on the cutting edge there, aren't you?
Dude, up until 5 years ago, or no, because I was still there. 3 years ago, they were doing payroll with pen and paper and then uploading to a spreadsheet that gets distributed to payroll admin. Like, that's how, it's bad. All right.
Hammer and chisel.
Right. It's bad. I mean, we're lucky to have freaking cameras on the buses. That's one thing. Our district does spend good money on buses. They are decked out. All right, Amazon is bringing a new building concept, which is hilarious because later in the show we're going to talk about how Amazon Go, which is actually a building concept, are closing down, but we'll get to that. So I haven't watched this whole video, and I might pull the plug early because I saw it was like 3 minutes. I'm like, how can we talk about it for 3 minutes? So we'll play this and then chat about it.
It's a brand new concept for Amazon, which already owns hundreds of brick and mortar stores nationwide, including Whole Foods. What tonight's vote does is it seals a deal on what will be the company's first mega store, even as many in the community here still have doubts. Sitting at the corner of 159th Street and LaGrange Road, at the site of what was once Orland Park's Petey's 2 restaurant, is a 35-acre bean field that will soon become Amazon's first-of-a-kind big box store, integrating in-store technology to the shopping experience.
It helps cement Orland Park as a go-to place for retail, and it has a lot of benefits for our communities in terms of the revenue.
Renderings of the development show what the eventual 229,000 square foot store will look like. One that, according to the proposal submitted, includes dining options as well as retail. What it will not be, says Mayor Dodge, is a warehouse or fulfillment center.
When you say Amazon, they assume it's a 3 million square foot building with 4 stories and 100 truck bays. That's not what this is. This is a large store.
The scope of the project is the biggest question mark attached to it so far. And so even as the village's board voted tonight to approve the proposal, voices of opposition continue to be heard from those who worry too much remains unanswered.
This project is being rushed forward with only about 2 weeks' notice to residents. This proposal is a prototype facility. Its financial success is uncertain. Projections are guesses. And if it fails, there is no redo.
Show me the numbers. Show me the details of the internals, because no one has seen that.
Okay. When we get to city council, we don't give a shit.
Time to pull the plug.
I mean, there's always somebody bitching about, it ain't a data center, yo. Okay. So what the fuck? Oh, you know what? We should have, because they didn't really exactly say what it was going to do. I can't fast forward either.
It's just a big box Amazon store.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, no one goes to the mall now. What? Shit, I should have played the old video. I'm kicking myself now. Because I was hoping at the end they were going to say it's going to, although why didn't they say that at the beginning? Or maybe I missed it. I thought I was really paying attention.
They didn't really explain exactly. They just call it a big box store.
A retail store.
Yeah, retail store.
So,
I mean, why are you going to go there instead of just ordering it online?
That's my whole point. Like, why would we? That's why I was hoping maybe at the end they would have wrapped it up with like, well, this is an advantage. Like, I'm with them as far as like worrying that there's going to be blight after it doesn't work, because obviously that restaurant on that busy corner is dead, you know. So maybe that's what they're worried about, is the blight of like if it fails. Yeah,
no, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but I mean, I do everything in my power to not go to the store. Like now, my young daughter, she's 18, a girl. She actually still likes going to the mall. She probably won't buy a lot at the mall because she knows she can buy it cheaper, but she still likes going and kind of browsing through the stores and stuff like that. But like, I mean, I want to order a bookshelf. I'm going to look at my phone and click send to my home. I don't want to drive there. So I really don't know what the advantage is. Yeah.
If it's just a retail store that sells the same stuff you can get on Amazon, I don't really.
Well, and even at that point, how much more can they put in there? Like, it's only a certain size. You're only going to put, I mean, maybe they'll run, they have surveys of like, they know what people buy in that area. That Orland Park is actually in Chicago. I have a friend that lives down there. So, but yeah, it should be interesting. I think it's going to be a flop, but.
Yeah, I think it will. It'd be interesting to see.
So who has seen people that slam their phones in front of the faces? And we've played these before, but this is the same thing, right? Or is it a little different?
Pretty much. I mean, this one's just, obviously set up.
It's not real?
No.
Gosh, you spoiled me. You spoiled it.
But, it's just they're trying to trying to illustrate what probably the people who work at the restaurants have to deal with sometimes.
Right. Bubba Sue says general merchandise and grocery. Okay, the grocery thing, that's like at the other article, they're getting rid of the Amazon Fresh stores. So the Amazon Go was like a convenience store where you walked in, you didn't have to pay. Well, you had to pay.
Right.
You could just walk out with it. They just add it to your account.
I've done those at the airport.
Yeah.
Those little stores where you know, when you're getting off the plane or waiting for your plane, you walk in, you pick stuff up, and you walk out. Which
is you still have to scan your card before you go in.
Yeah, you have to scan your card.
But I think with Amazon, they'll know that you have an Amazon account. Like, I don't think you had to scan. I like that concept. And then the Amazon Fresh, we didn't have any of those around here. So I don't know why that wouldn't work either. Probably because Whole Foods.
I don't know.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Now, Whole Foods. Speaking of Whole Foods, my son lives next door to Whole Foods, and when he goes in, it just reads his palm.
What do you mean?
It had palm readers. You put your you connect that to your Amazon account.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, all you do is put your palm on there,
and you just throw shit in your cart and walk out.
That's it.
Damn. So they don't do facial recognition; they do palm.
On his, it does. I'll be there this weekend, so me and him will be going over to Whole Foods because
I
always pick up a few things. When
That's super cool.
If I'm correct, which I'm pretty sure I am, then I'll videotape it.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see. Huh? Yeah. Interesting. All right. Anyways, this annoying guy in a restaurant. Let's watch this.
Hey. Hello, welcome in, sir. How can I help you?
Uber.
For Uber Eats, okay.
Uber.
Wait, what the fuck are those 3 phones? Sir, I don't even think that's allowed. That goes against like Uber's policy 100%.
Uber.
Yes, I know you're an Uber, but you can't be doing that. I can't give you all 3 orders. What the fuck? Bro, what you mean no?
Uber.
Yes, I know you're fucking Uber, all right? But I can't. All right, buddy.
Uber.
Yes, I know.
Uber.
I know.
Uber.
Yes, I know. I can't give you all 3 orders, sir. All right? I could get in trouble for that. No.
Uber.
I know, but no, okay? Fine, okay? Just this one time, okay?
Uber.
Okay.
Yeah, man, if I was that dude working, if that really happened at a restaurant, man, I'd get so frustrated.
Well, the thing is, do you think there's restaurants that really, if I can understand if you have a DoorDash or an Uber, that I think that's fine. That's fair game because, it's a different app, but you can't. No.
Yeah, multiple phones.
No, with the same app. I mean, clearly it's
right.
You're using someone else's account.
Yes, obviously. Which I think at the beginning he's saying, no, you can't do that with 3 phones. So I think they were trying to point that out a little bit. And Bubba Sue said that they use palm reader where she's at also.
So we do have a Whole Foods by us, but first of all, Whole Foods whole paycheck. I've never shopped there. I'm picking up. What are they called? Whatever the Whole Foods orders that you like deliver the food or whatever. Yeah. There's a name for it. I don't know, slipping my mind, but I've never bought anything from there. But yeah, that's super cool tech. I don't know. Who uses freaking fingerprints or palms anymore? Like that just seems like you would think everything's face ID.
Yeah, I don't know why they use palm instead of face, but yeah, I mean, he just mentioned it to me, and I was like, really? Because usually when I'm there, like a lot of times I'll go over there and pick a few things up, but he's not with me. So, but
obviously you don't have to do it. This is just makes convenient.
Because I always go over there and they have these really, really good Italian mango sodas that are just wonderful.
They're mint.
And I'll go when I'm there this weekend, try to take a little video of it.
Okay. Yeah. Did you know? So it's been rumored that Apple's coming out with a foldable phone with no crease. So, like, you can get the Samsung Z Fold or whatever. Like, it's not a new concept. Everyone gives Apple shit because they always come out with shit. No, they come out after they see what you fuck up, and then they master it. And then, but anyways,
they just hired the guy that made it for you. And
right. Well, apparently that is going back to like a fingerprint to unlock for that one. But these are all rumors. Like, it's not been announced or anything. But and they also said that it was going to be $2,400.
$2,400 for a phone. That is crazy.
It looks tits, though. I'm not gonna lie. The prototype.
I don't care, man. I don't care how good it looks for $2,400.
I mean, again, that's a rumor. Although, how could it be 24? Because a brand new like regular iPhone is like $1,000. How can that one be like 2,400? I can see like maybe $2,000, or maybe 1,800. I don't know. I don't buy new shit anymore. I wait till I get a model, and you don't want the first model anyways, because it's probably going to be shitty. Sorry,
they got to work out the bugs.
We're getting squirrels. Okay, here we go. Amazon Flex, fucking New York City. Here we go. Just like we're talking about. Yep. Okay, so this is interesting. They got this on their app, and this is New York City. So I'm going to just kind of read it. The delivery service must pay you all earnings at least once a week, offer a no-fee option to receive payment, and give you a detailed statement. The delivery service must tell you how much the customer tipped for each delivery and pay total in your total pay and tips for the previous day. This is the huge one. The app must tell you route details before you accept a delivery. Details must include pickup address, estimated time, distance, tip, and pay. So this must be for like the Whole Foods thing I was talking about. So this is wild because Amazon Flex has zero transparency. And someone commented about it like, yeah, they're breaking the law for independent contractors because of this. And, I never really, thought about if that's what they're doing or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's literally no transparency with Flex. So I was kind of like, that'd be nice to like decide if you want to take a route, I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just a roll of the dice right now.
It's literally a roll of the dice. Like you have no idea the volume. You have no idea how many stops. You have no idea where you're going. I don't know. I was pretty excited. I mean, as much as we kind of shit on the government getting involved, that seemed... I mean, it's true. You need to provide transparency. You're not. We're taking these routes completely blind.
Yeah, and we see so much. Over the years, we've seen so many people fight against the lack of transparency with DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber. But I don't ever really see much of it.
I don't either.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. What makes it? I mean, the pays can be decent, but it's not so great that you don't want to rock the boat.
I mean, I guess you know what you're making, and how long supposedly it's going to take.
That is true.
You do know.
You're right.
Some of it.
So yeah, you do know the amount you're making. You're right, and maybe that's it. Like I know, and it's a 3-hour route. And then when you start doing, you realize, well, it's not going to take you the 3 hours. It's going to take you like 2. So I guess there is some transparency. You're right. And maybe that's what keeps people going because they know. I mean, that is nice to know you're guaranteed this amount regardless of whatever happens.
But it'd also be nice to know, okay, I'm going to have to drive 45 minutes before I start.
Well, yeah, is it worth this $100 route? And
Exactly.
That would be interesting because then people would be like, well, I'm not taking the far ones. You're going to have to pay a fuck ton more.
Yeah.
Before I'm going to take these. Now, again, this thing that we just read, it seems to be Whole Foods, so it's not not the regular.
You think it makes sense because then maybe somebody in that area would, that's already in that area would.
Yeah, they might drive up to the warehouse and take it because they know they're going right back home. I mean, you just don't know. So
yeah,
Larry, I know you're super excited to play this video.
I am super excited. I'm so excited. I think I might have to pee.
Okay. This was an ad I saw on TikTok. I'm like, it's kind of nice. I mean, I kind of don't hate the idea, and I'm sure.
No, I don't either. We used to talk about the thirsty goose. This is an alternative, and I'd say a pretty good one.
All right, here we go.
I'm stuck in traffic, and I have to pee right now. That panic hits fast. Legs locked, sweating, nowhere to go. This is why I keep these in my car. It's a disposable emergency pee bag that absorbs in seconds, turns liquid into gel, and seals tight so nothing leaks or smells. I used one during a 40-minute traffic jam. No mess, no cleanup, no stress. Perfect for road trips, kids, camping, sickness, or real emergencies. They come in a multi-pack, so you're not gambling on just one. They're cheap right now, and once you need one, it's already too late. Links right here, grab a pack and keep one.
Okay, so... I mean, It looks pretty decent. The thing is, though, it's like when I'm doing gig work in the summer, I pee like 7 times. I got the smallest thimble bladder, and then if you're drinking caffeinated drinks, it just
goes to you.
It just makes you go pee more. I don't hate it though. It looked like it was comfortable. I mean, obviously it's for men. I mean, I guess a lady could, but a lady would have to like take their whole pants down.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be something where you'd have to, at least with guys, we can just flop it out.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, especially has that material in there that turns into a gel,
right.
So you have to, and then it seals up completely. Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all.
I know Bubba Sue is literally. I don't have a link for you, hon, but I'll get one and you can buy it for your friends. One other
stocking stuffers.
One other thing I bought, and they're so damn expensive, but it has kept my car so clean. I bought these. They're literally disposable trash bags. And think about like a T-shirt mailer where it's like, what is that? It's plastic, and then you just take the sticky part off and close it, and that's how I like ship my T-shirts. Yeah. It's like that. It is so nice. I haven't even used the whole one yet, but I've been able to fit so much trash. Honestly, we should like link them for people to buy them, but they're really nice. But they are pricey. But people hate on them so much because, you're adding plastic. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, at least you're putting your trash in a one spot instead of like, I floss my teeth with one of those pickers and throwing that in the trash, and it's loose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love them. I'll have to share the link, but I think and it's kept my car so clean because it hangs right. It's got a strap on it, hangs right from your headrest.
Okay.
And then if like my son, I just slide it to the back and then slide it back front, and I just drop all my trash in there. No more trash in my car.
There you go.
It's nice. So anyways.
It is. Yeah. And, want to keep the car looking good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have, I don't take passengers. It's just nice to not, it gets old after a while. Like, well, look at all this fucking, I'm a hobo.
Yeah.
Like, geez,
I've always kept my car clean. I mean,
have you?
Ever since I've had a car, man, I don't like trashing my car.
Well, I don't trash it, but like, it's like, okay, I'm going to be good and make sure I bring all my trash out. And then I got my hands full and I'm just like, fuck it. And then it lays on the floorboard for 3 weeks until my wife gets
not in my car.
No.
No, we'll be getting out and like my wife will have a water bottle or something, and I'm like, I know you're not leaving that trash in my car. She's like, oh, nope.
Oh man,
she knows. Yeah, she knows.
Good for you.
We're just teasing, but yeah, I do not like if there's a wrapper in the floor, man. No, I got to pick it up.
All right, good for you. You're better than me. All right, here we go.
Waymo in the news.
So Larry, you want to set this one up? You popped it in there.
Oh yeah, so this is a Waymo. These people are taking probably their first Waymo ride. Who knows? But you get in, and I guess you get in, make sure you get your seatbelt and all that, and it pops up on the screen, I guess. And when you're ready to start the ride, you hit start ride. And this Waymo, as many sensors and cameras and everything it has around them, I mean, it almost kills them in about the first half second they're riding.
All right, 21 seconds.
Over. Take me to Chanel.
From Waymo. As we get going, just give us 1 minute.
Already almost got into a car accident. Oh my God.
All righty.
I am never doing this again.
So funny, I did watch this, but I must have had my volume down, and I didn't hear I saw the video, and I'm like, didn't look that bad. I didn't hear the horn.
Yeah, the horn gives it away, and then when the camera pans back there. So for our audio listeners, these people are in a Waymo in the back. They're the car's parked on the right side of the street. So they get in, they hit start ride, and there's a car coming behind them, and this Waymo just pulls right out in front of him, and that driver lays on the horn.
Yeah,
and I mean, almost immediate collision. 2 seconds into the ride.
For sure. Yeah, it's God, that
and the Waymo just kept going.
I don't understand that. Like, even that's a simple thing. Like, those
sensors, all those cameras they have, everything you would think. Yeah.
I mean,
What
even
did it
my
not pick up?
even my own car, I have a mirror sensor that detects
It's gonna
that
beep.
it'd have thrown it. It would have said, "What the fuck you doing?"
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It would have been, mine would have been beeping away.
I mean,
And
obviously it was in, like, if a driver was there, that probably would have been a blind spot, but like, who doesn't look first in your mirror and like, okay, it's clear. Waymo's just like, fuck you.
they got brakes.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was terrible.
Yeah. That was one of the closest calls I think we've seen.
Yeah. I also,
they were right there.
Gridwise had sent out an email today. I'm sure you got it, but about the what was it again? Hold on. It was something with the 2026 autonomous vehicle impact report. So I haven't really read it and looked at it, but it's something that I want to look at and just see it. It's probably in regards to like how much money we're losing and so on and so forth. But people are watching and they're taking notes for all that.
Definitely.
Lyft works on teen rides. Larry, speaking of shit that I swear we talked about, I swear this was already a thing. And I had to double check on the date, and it literally was posted on the 27th of this month.
No, I don't think Lyft's ever had the teen ride thing.
Okay, well, here we go.
Uber, but not Lyft.
Yeah, similar to Uber's program, it will match passengers with drivers who have high ratings. There will be a PIN you have to have a PIN. I'm not saying that word because I'm fuck it up. Will be turned on by default to confirm the user gets in the right car. Another safety measure, riders will automatically be prompted to begin audio recording. So clearly they don't have to, but they'll be prompted. Why isn't that automatic? And why is the teen responsible for that? Instead of
kids, they're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it. The parents would. Parents will get a link to track their teens' trips in real time, receive updates at pickup and drop off, and have the option of communicating directly with the driver. And then, of course, Lyft Teen will match teens with drivers who meet the highest standards on the platform and offer transparency. Oh, that word. We love that. That's the new journey. That's the journey's all transparency, is it?
That's right.
For parents every step of the way. The feature, which has not been previously reported, was included in code behind the latest version. So somebody sniffed it out. But yeah, kind of the same thing.
Yeah. I'm surprised it took them this long. I really am.
Yeah. What the fuck? What are they even doing? Like, they're not doing anything. We always talk about they're not doing food. They're not like, what are you doing? Like, this should have been out the day after Uber announced it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it's taken a while.
And Traveler, no kids ever. Yeah, kids are a pain in the ass. Except if you're on a school bus. Obviously, I can't say no kids.
Exactly. Guy who drives all the kids.
Right, all the kids, all the time. Damn kids.
Kids and old people. You just don't want anybody in the middle. You want them old, you want them young. Nobody in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, this is a perfect opportunity to talk about the storm because you're involved in it right now.
Yeah. So this story is talking about how DoorDash they shut down their services in at least 5 states as this winter storm Fern has crossed the country, and it says parts of other states, and definitely Kentucky was one of them because I brought up DoorDash the other day, and it says service is shut down in your area. So they shut it down for a while. I don't know if it's still down or not. I have not looked today, but yeah, a bunch of the states that were hit pretty hard. Let's see. It says New York, Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, and New Jersey. Those are some of the states where it's been shut down. And even where it is open, there have been humongous delays, which of course can be expected because these people who are delivering DoorDash, they're just human. They're trying to get through the snow and the ice and everything, like everything else. So you gotta give them some grace. I know in some places they're, adding on. It says here that DoorDash was adding on. I think it said $2. That's a storm fee.
Well, for customers.
Yeah, no, it says DoorDash was imposing a $2 weather impact fee that goes directly to the Dashers during the storm.
Well, so people were fussy about that, but it's just like a surge.
Yeah.
It's just surge pricing. Like if you take an Uber before, if it's shitty weather or they're busy, it's a surge price. And $2 is freaking nothing to pay to get your fucking burrito when it's like an ice storm.
Yeah, and these people are, they're taking extra risk of damaging their car or getting hurt. During this kind of weather. And even if they're a great driver, you have to worry about the other idiots on the road who don't know how to drive in the snow and ice, and they're flying around like, that's nothing. And next thing you know, they're rear-ending somebody or, knocking you into a ditch or something like that. So, yeah, it wasn't worth it for me to go out during this storm. I was looking, it wasn't really surging that much on anything. And even if it was, like I said, our neighborhood, we got close to half an inch of ice, and our neighborhood, they do not plow. We're out on the outskirts of town, and then it's just been a solid sheet of ice because it's barely got up to, I think 30, it got up to 32, I think yesterday, but it's been getting down, in the single digits at night. So all that stuff is freezing back up.
Yeah. We haven't been able to use salt in 2 weeks.
Yeah. People are like, I'll put some salt out there. Like, salt doesn't do any good when it's 10 degrees.
No, it just sits there. Shit. What was I going to say? Oh, I don't understand drivers that take the risk. Even if your job, it's a full-time thing, like you kind of should set a little bit of money aside for, a rainy day or a snow day. Just because I don't know, like I mean, right now everything's still icy, but everything's plowed at least. So you may not be getting stuck. I don't mind working through that because if you just keep your distance and so on and so forth, I don't think the risk is as high. Because, I mean, we all got to live, right? But at some point, you got to be like, when it's like coming down and it's just like they're warning people and stuff, like, just stay off the road, dude. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, try to put some away so you don't have to work on days like this. And, people knew about this storm. It's not like something that just popped up and out of the blue. People knew to prepare. They knew to get food. There's no reason that they don't need to be ordering, for, fast food during Snowmageddon,
Right. Well, I mean, they're welcome to. If people are willing to do it, it's fine. But just if you're like, I just don't. It's not worth the risk, especially if you're full time and you just fuck your car. Like for what? For you made your goal is $150 a day. Well, if you would have stopped $25 a week away, you could have saved a day. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth the risk either.
No. All right. Are we done with that one?
Yeah.
All right. Amazon, we just talked about that. I'm not going to go over it. They're closing the Amazon Go, the fresh stores. They're going to shift focus on grocery delivery and Whole Foods. I really do wish, and maybe they do, but like you can't order a gallon of milk on Amazon. And I think that's where the fresh stores were. You could go in and get milk. And again, maybe that new store, I don't know. What did they call it? I don't even know if I got the name. No, I don't know. I just put new building concept, but maybe that's the point. It's going to be like a Kroger or well, no, not like a Kroger because Kroger doesn't have anything else but groceries, right? Meijer is a full store. You can get anything there.
Yeah, no, Kroger does not have sporting goods and all that stuff.
So
they have like a pet food aisle, but that's
that's it.
But no, not like Meijer.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're thinking. But again, I would love if I could order my groceries like I do at Walmart and it was cheaper and I got it delivered, I would do it. So I'm maybe that's what they're going to do. They're going to offer delivery from that grocery store at Orland Park, but we shall see.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon, what did they announce today? 16,000 they're laying off?
Yeah, corporate. I'm like, how the fuck do you have 16,000 corporate? Like, that could be like a secretary, too, or a receptionist, but that's considered corporate.
I saw UPS announced 30,000 layoff.
Dude, so I was on TikTok today, speaking of that, and some random, like, guy posted a video like, hey, Amazon, deliver your own shit. Like, that was the whole video. And I had to comment. I was like, hey, yeah, they are. And they're laying off 30,000 people. I hope you're not one of them.
Yeah.
I just had to do it. Like, read the room, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be.
What's up?
I said it's getting. You hate to hear people losing their jobs.
Oh no,
it just makes it tough.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't teasing him, but I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking don't post I guess maybe he could have. It was old. I don't know. TikTok's all fucked up since the new owner, so the algorithm's all
it is
wild.
I kept seeing that. Like I was watching the other day and like would see some videos, and this never happens. And like I log in later that day and see the same videos. It's never happened. Never.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all messed up. I don't know how it like. Unless you're actually physically going in and changing things, like it's just you just bought it. Like, why is things all fucked up now?
Exactly. They got to put their own touch on it.
Yeah. All right. This last thing I think we'll do, this video or this picture for the audio listeners. There's a lot of snow, maybe 7 inches.
Yes.
Not a ton.
So the caption says, "I'm not walking in 40 centimeters of snow," which is 15 inches of snow.
Oh, well, okay. First of all,
15.75. So really 16 inches of snow.
This must be a man talking because, he's exaggerating on the length. Does not look like 15 inches. But so basically he wasn't going to deliver it. Little update. He did leave it right at the side of the road, which what do you think distance-wise is from the front door? Maybe 50 feet?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, and he decided he didn't want to walk through that. Looks like this was posted 13 days ago. He did not get a contract violation. There was no tip to start with. I actually drove by the house, and it's still the only one in the street that it's not shoveled, and you can see how he walked in the snow to grab the food. So he took a no-tip order. Okay. Mm-hmm. But what are your thoughts on this? I just do it. Like, I'm already there. I'm not going to leave it in the street.
No, I'm not going to leave it in the street either. But I mean, I would hope though, if I was the customer ordering this, I would make a walkway for him. But
well, no, I mean, that's the obvious thing, right?
Yeah. But yeah, if I'm ordering it, I'm not going to leave it in the street like that.
I'm just going to suck it up. I mean, I did have a grocery one. I don't know if it was, I think it was last weekend or maybe, I don't know. There was snow and they did not shovel.
Yeah.
And there was probably 6 inches in their drive. And I bitched about it and mumbled to myself like, come on, motherfuckers. But then I think, well, maybe they're elderly.
Yeah. You don't know their situation. If I'm going to be out delivering food in weather like that, it's not a surprise. You don't get halfway through and all of a sudden there's snow on the ground.
Right.
You got to dress for it. You got to have, you got to have some coveralls or something on and some boots because you're going to be walking in snow. It's just going through. So yeah, you should be prepared for it if you're going to be out working in that. So yeah, you need to be ready to walk that thing up to the door.
I mean, honestly, like you're almost guaranteed to get a bad rate. I mean, and maybe you don't care about that, but you took a no-tip order, so fuck you to begin with. Like, what are you complaining about? You took a no-tip order. I mean, I don't know. I just couldn't, in good conscience.
No, I couldn't either.
Now I might leave an Amazon box there.
Yeah,
but even so, if it's, I would not leave it that it's going to get hit by the plow. Like, I mean,
right. Yeah.
I would
Amazon use air mail it from there.
Well, or that I'd put it on the back of the car. I'd at least walk to the back of the car. But yeah, if it's food, groceries, or like hot food, like subs like that, I just couldn't
walk it to the, I mean, like I said, you got to be prepared. You got to be, you're going to be in snow. There's a lot of snow out. I mean, you don't know if all the restaurants you're picking up from are going to have their parking lots plowed. You got to be ready to walk in the snow if that's what you're going to do. So be dressed for it and walk it to the door.
Well, even being prepared is just, I wear jeans and shoes that are not tennis shoes, and I wouldn't say they're winter boots, they're slip-ons, but they're waterproof at least. So I'll walk through it, I'll bounce them off on the ground and get in my car, and my feet it'll melt the rest, and life goes on. Like,
go on with your day.
Right. It's not like he's got to like swim in that 40 centimeters of snow to get there, and
you don't have to do snow angels.
every foot you drop down and do a snow angel. Like, come on, guys, like ridiculous. But
get with it.
Some people are stupid and they're babies, and I don't understand it. But
yeah, I think they just like to post stuff to get reactions.
Internet clout. So all right, I'm gonna skip the last one. Maybe we'll talk. I got a few more on the Patreon. I'm gonna talk about some scammers. Looks like Grubhub data breach. That's gonna be at 8:10 p.m., which is in about 11 minutes. You can go to patreon.com/thegigecon podcast. Sign up for a 7-day free trial, and if you like it, great. If not, you can cancel. So, anything else, Larry? You're gonna try to get out this weekend? Probably not. Ice-ageddon.
Actually, I'm going to St. Louis.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Son's having surgery on Monday, so I'll be bringing him back here Monday night, and he'll be rehabbing up here in the man cave for about 3 weeks.
Very cool. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. There's a possible field trip that I might get on Saturday, which is like 9 hours. So I'm like, that's a good payday for sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah,
but if I don't get that, then I definitely will be out doing some gig work. So,
alrighty.
All right. As always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
All right. Have a great evening. Stay warm.
Yeah, everybody be safe out there. Stay warm.
Yeah, for sure.